What happens when men have never learned how to tolerate the success of the women in their lives? Yesterday on Men in the Wild, we heard a story from a man who cussed out his wife for bragging about a really important and meaningful promotion that she got at work. I'm laughing not because it's funny, but because it is so preposterous. But of course, the truth is it is incredibly sad and it is incredibly normal. And let me just be point blank. The bottom line here, men, is if we cannot show up for the success of the women in our lives, we are a meaningless person in their lives. We will never be a real partner or a real friend or a real comrade in any way. What can we as men do to undo this socialization we've gotten that makes us just allergic to the success of women in our life because we've learned to see our own masculine identity and legitimacy as predicated on being over her and being in a position above her? Here's a few steps I'm going to give you. One, understand that that's the status quo. That is your situation. I was trained this way. I didn't design these beliefs. I inherited them. And I have to realize that I'm being raised in a society that trains men to not be able to tolerate the success of women. Step one, acknowledge it. Now, the next step, I want to break it down into two parts. First, I want you to get out a notebook and I want you to begin to write down the women in your life who you have been impressed by because of awesome accomplishments and success they had. This is not a list of women that you're attracted to. Might be my mom, my aunt, my cousin, my sister, my teacher. I want you to write a thorough list of women who you have admired, looked up to, been impressed by, and what their specific success and accomplishments were. Finally, the next step, I want you to find some appropriate ways to begin to communicate to the women in your life that you admire, are impressed by, and value their success. The point isn't to make you as a man feel inferior and to put women up here on some pedestal. The point is to treat them the same way you would your homie. Bro, congrats on the raise. Yo, buddy, I saw how you handled that hard situation the other day. That was amazing, man. Like, thank you. Tell me more about how you did that. Dude, I admire your skills at XYZ so hard. I could never do that. I don't even know where to start. Can you tell me about how you learned to do that? Right? So the point isn't to put ourselves in some inferior position. The point is to begin to treat women like equals, like peers. My brothers, this is a small practice that you can go away and do this week, and you will find that you begin to have immediately richer, more intimate, more respectful, more connected relationships with the women in your lives. Tell me which step you need to do most in the comments. And women, let us know about your experiences of men recognizing your success or not. If you found this video helpful, share it with another man in your life. And as always, hit follow for more.